Preview.
Take a glimpse. Distribution. Effects of OFW in Asia neighboring country. Is it really positive?
The global migration, a national problem or an advantage?
International Migrants Division. Let's get to know our people.
Main cause of migration, which one is it?
Does migration really safeguard the human rights of migrants? Hello Philippines and good morning world! Today is April 2, 2023 and we are about to give you the latest news update in a minute.
And I am Delamar B, Molina, and this is Miss Julienne Campos, and together we are the R&D Local News.
Flash news, distribution, effects of OFW and Asia neighboring country. Is it really positive? We have our data analyst here and let's call her up. Miss Regine, are you there?
Good morning from Manila. I am Regine Portes and today I'm looking forward to answer all of your questions.
Hi Regine, what can you say about the 2016 survey on overseas Filipino workers?
The statistics shows that Middle East countries in the Asian continent continue to be the leading destination of OFWs, especially Saudi Arabia. Personally, I think that most OFWs choose Saudi Arabia since most of the goods and commodities are subsidized. OFW can enjoy lower cost of living in KSA. Water, electricity, gasoline, as well as consumer goods are significantly lower in price, and even if there's a price increase, they are still comparatively cheaper compared to other countries.
Indeed, Ms. Regine. What does this statistic imply?
Based on table figure 4 that is flashed in your screen, the Middle East countries of the Asian continent continue to be the top destination for OFWs. Approximately 1 in every 4 or 23.8% OFWs work in Saudi Arabia from April to September 2016. According to the Philippine Statistic Authority data, other popular destinations included the United Arab Emirates, which has 15.9%, Kuwait with 6.4%, and Qatar with 6.2%. Notably, these countries appear to be located in the Asian region near the Philippines.
Thank you, Ms. Regine. Now, let's have Ms. Trisha Camoral to further explain this report.
Hi Trisha, do you think international migration helps the economy of our country?
Good day everyone! Migration has a significant impact on the lives of migrant households and has cumulative effects of labor mobility, and as a result, remittances shape their societies as well. Migration generates remittances, which increases the income and reduce poverty, improve health and educational outcomes, and promote productivity and financial access. Despite individual differences, the economic impact is predominantly and significantly positive. According to Fitch Solutions, OFW remittances have always been a significant contributor to the Philippine economy, accounting for nearly 10% of GDP on average over the last decade.
That is for sure. It really does have a positive impact on the economy of our country and of course its downside too. But Ms. Trisha, with given any circumstances, would you also choose to work abroad? And what are the factors that you'd like to consider?
Personally, I would like to try and work abroad in the future. I believe working abroad will open a lot of opportunities and would help me in many ways, including financial aspect as well as professional growth. That's all, Julienne and Delamar. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Regine and Trisha.
Now, let's proceed to the second news. Global migration, a national problem or an advantage? Find out the answer on the special report of Ms. Braisee Oriola. Braisee,
Thank you for that, Ms. Delamar. I am Braisee Oriola, and I'll be happy to deliver this special report.
Migration means crossing the boundary of a political or administrative unit for a certain minimum period. This is according to Ball et al. 1998. Someone may leave their home country for education or work, to unite with their family, or to escape unsafe living conditions. This gives rise to types of migration. Push and pull factors that attract people are economical, political, cultural, and environmental. Internal migration is the movement of people from an area, like a province, a district, or municipality, to another within one country. No international borders are crossed. An example would be from the north of England to the south of England. International migration is the crossing of frontiers which separate one of the world's approximately 200 states from another. People opt to stay in the host state for a certain period of time. They are in hopes for economic opportunities, particularly in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Many scholars like Skeldon 1997 argued that internal and international migration are part of the same process. They should be analyzed together. When people are forced to flee their home country due to conflict or political repression, this is referred to as forced migration, including the refugees and asylum seekers. Natural disasters, limited food production, and water scarcity can all lead to forced migration. This is often exacerbated by climate change. Human trafficking is also characterized by forced migration. International retirement migration is the purchasing of properties abroad to which the owner later uses as his second home. This migration contributes to urbanization in a sense that people leaving their job chooses to build houses, telework, or put up business on these lands they bought a long time ago. Another uncommon migration type is labor migration, wherein movement of people from one country to another is in response to work or recruitment drives. It usually occurs in host countries demanding highly skilled workers, especially in case of shortages.
Human Rights Watch, Qatar's 2 million migrant workers make up an estimated 95% of the country's workforce. The country has faced intense international scrutiny over its treatment of migrant workers.
Majority of labor migrants are taken advantage of, facing discrimination especially concerning one's gender, ethnicity, and race. The great majority of border crossings do not imply migrations. Most travelers are tourists or business visitors who have no intention of staying in the country for good. International migration arises in a world divided up into nation-states in which remaining in the country of birth is still seen as the norm and moving to another country as a deviation. Global migration positively contributes to the labor market of high and low-skilled occupations, taxes and social contributions, innovations, and economic growth. Oppositely, they add to the displacement of jobs, unemployment, and limited access to resources. Accounts for increased crime rate, health risk, and exacerbated climate change have been observed over the past decade. Migration tends to be regarded as problematic. It has to be controlled and curbed, for it may bring unpredictable changes. However, it also provides profit or loss based on where people came from and where they go. It is undeniable that human mobility creates a far quality life and offers a full of opportunity for the betterment of one's life and his loved ones, if good intentions and great rules are promulgated in every land.
Again, this is Braisee Oriola. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thank you for that informative report, Ms. Braisee. Now let's proceed to other news. International Migrants Division, let's get to know our people through OWA Department Head, Mr. Carlo Mendoza.
Good morning, Secretary Mendoza. We are live now in the anti-local news.
Good morning. Thanks for having me today, Delamar.
Can you tell us more about the international migrants?
Sure. International migrants are divided into temporary labor migrants, highly skilled and business migrants, irregular migrants, and we should also include the refugees, asylum seekers, forced migration, family members, and returned migrants.
Would you like to explain their differences for those people who are watching TV who might be confused with these terminologies?
Indeed. Temporary labor migrants who migrate for a limited period of time in order to work and send remittances to families in the country of origin. Temporary labor migrants are those individuals whose place of residence differs from their place of registration. Permanent migrants, on the other hand, are migrants who have changed their registration to the place of residence.
Thank you, Secretary Secretary Mendoza. Now let's have Kim and Julienne to explain the main cause of migration. Right, Jules?
Yes, Miss Delamar. Hi, Miss Kim Rizhanne Mandap. Are you there?
Yes, Jules. Good morning. Good day, everyone. I am Kim Mandap, your news reporter for today. My news is all about what causes migration. First, we have disparity in levels of income, employment, social well-being, differences in demographic pattern with regard to fertility, mortality, age structure, and labor force growth. According to neoclassical economic theory, the main cause of migration is individuals' effort to maximize their income by moving from a low-wage to high-wage economies. Migration's decisions are made not just by individuals, they often represent family strategies to maximize income and survival chances.
Very well said, Kim. In this minute, we are now in the last portion of our show, and it's called Miss Franchezsca Villagarcia to discuss and of course answer the question, does migration really safeguard the human rights of migrants?
Thank you, Ms. Julienne. The volume of contemporary migration, the United Nations figure shows that the global migrant stock, or the number of people resident in a place outside their country of birth, grew from 75 million in 1965 to 120 million in 1990. 1990 figure was roughly equal to 2% of the world's population. The number of migrants grew slightly faster than the world's population as a whole, but the annual growth rate of 1.9% for the whole period, increasing to 2.6% from 1985 to 1990, was not dramatic. International migration, conversely, is much larger. For instance, the number of internal migrants in India in 1981 was some 200 million, more than double the number of the international migrants in the whole world at that time. The significance of migration as a major factor in societal change lies in the fact that it is concentrated in certain countries and regions. Migration affects certain areas within both the sending and receiving countries more than others. Migrations need to take place in an orderly way to safeguard the human rights of migrants.
Before we end, for those who are thinking of applying overseas, perhaps this will help you rethink it. Good morning, Miss Marisa. What are your advice for those who want to work abroad?
Ang may papayo ko sa mga taong gustong makipagsapalaran sa ibang bansa, kailangan 10 pag-iisip. Kasi hindi biro yung makipagsapalaran ka sa ibang bansa. Kasi nga, diba, lalo na kung may asawa ka at may anak ka na kasama mo sa buhay. Kasi siyempre, diba, hindi maiwasan yung matatamaan ka ng lungkot. Kapag natamaan ka ng lungkot, ang tanong ka, kaya mo ba labanan yung lungkot na yan? Siyempre, lahat naman na naging OFW, nakakaranas ng lungkot, hindi pwedeng wala. Kasi kung hindi mo kaya, huwag mong pilitin yung sarili mo na makipagsapalaran ka sa ibang bansa. Kung nagkaalanganin ka, huwag mong pilitin yung sarili mo. Kailangan, kapag mag-apply ka, yung buo sa isip mo, buo sa puso mo, yung kayang-kaya mo na. Kasi para sa ganun, kapag makaalis ka at makarating ka sa pupuntahan mo, wala kang sisisingin kundi yung sarili mo.
That sums up all the news that we have today.
We are looking forward to give you the hottest news again tomorrow.
Thank you for having us today, Philippines.
Together, we are the anti-local news, providing you only the hottest news in the city.